Luka once said on the podcast that it's way easier to score 30 in the NBA than it is to score 30 in FIBA or in EuroLeague. And I think in some ways it's probably easier to score 30 in the NBA than it is
Oh yeah, for sure.
to
College is tough.
college. Yeah.
The pace is so different.
The pace is so different. Longer shot clock.
Oh yeah.
A lot of zone. I think the natural conclusion of that is just like, well, the NBA players must not play defense, right? I just want to point out, like in college especially, there's 10 players on the floor. The really, really good teams might have like 2 or 3 pros. And if you're playing another good team, they might have like 2 or 3 NBA guys.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 guys that aren't NBA guys on the floor. And you can load up. You can be in this paint 3 seconds. Like I think it's just way tougher to score in college, FIBA, whatever. Based on that, I think the thing you said is the most important thing, and that's just space.
Yeah.
Like space for your best players to operate. Now everybody can shoot. Going back to that stretch, and certainly some, I think by default, you kind of hinted at, like trying to figure out who you are as a player your rookie year. Do NBA players still watch film? Like how much film were you watching? How much film do you watch now? Like when you're like, obviously you watch film as a team.
Yeah.
But it got shorter and shorter throughout my career. I don't know how much film Mose does, but in terms of your own development as a player, how much are you watching your pick and roll reps or your off ball reps or your cutting reps, whatever it may be?
So what I've gotten away from is watching the last game I played, like the next day or something like that, because you get so caught up in the mistake you made there, and it's hard to kind of figure out a pattern of, not to kind of make it easier. What do I want to get better at? But I watch other games all the time. I watch a lot of the other players, different stuff. It's not like, oh, he scored 30. I gotta watch every bucket. It's like Luka, how does he slow down in the paint? How does he get to 2 feet all the time? Shai, how's he changing his pace? Like different stuff like that. Jimmy, how's he creating contact? How's he getting to the line 18 times in a game? Like those little things, that's what I try to look at. And then I try to look at my stuff. Second spectrum, I think, is a great thing where you can like kind of type in everything, and I can see how do I do it in a similar situation, or how do I do this stuff not yet. How can I improve that?
Who put you on second spectrum?
The team.
The team did.
Yeah.
They gave everybody an account, or it's a team account.
I think if you ask nicely, I think you get one.
Oh, I have an account. No, I have one.
No. I'm just saying, as a player,
okay.
I'm like, it's not one of those things that you just get. But I got one from the team.
I love that you use that. By the way, it really is like if you wanted to do your homework, essentially, because I was the same way. When I had a bad game, I did not want to think about it.
No, it's just no.
And you got a game in a day or two, so you're just
no
like
real benefit
flushing it. What I would do is like if I had a stretch where certain things didn't feel right, then I would say, can you put an edit together? Of every right-left footwork or every left-right footwork. Like, I feel like for a month I was shooting really well off the dribble. Now all of a sudden I'm like 7 for my last 24.
Right.
Like I'm trying to pick up some things. Maybe sometimes you just miss, but I never got caught up in that, and I regret not having a second spectrum.
It's amazing
when I played.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So what type of things are you typing in a second spectrum? Like, give me an example.
I would say one thing that I'm focusing on this year is getting slower as I'm getting closer to the basket.
The decel.
Decelerations, different ways to do it. One thing I talked about, or that we talk about, is getting more shots really close to the rim, and kind of eliminating those like short or long mid-rangers. And I think part of that is pick and rolls, slowing down sometimes, putting people in jail, or if somebody's still in front of me on the side, finding more contact instead of just trying to get around people. So looking at stuff like that.
It's interesting because I think in today's NBA, outside of like a couple anomalies, I'll throw Steph in there, and I'll throw Jokic and Embiid and Giannis in there. I think I'll throw Shai too, for sure, because I think he's at that level where he could be the number one guy on a winning team. I think it's like the big ball handling wing, that prototype of like the creator, the scorer, facilitator, all of that stuff. Um, did you envision for yourself when you were coming into the league that you would first have this much success early on, but did you understand that sort of prototype? Because you have worked your way, and so has Paulo. Like, you guys have 2 of them essentially.
Yeah.
Did you understand that coming into the league? And
No.
what are those responsibilities night to night?
No, I mean, my expectations coming in were, um, I was just trying to get on the court, honestly, trying to maximize my time on the court. I was a really versatile player in college, but definitely didn't handle as much as I do now. So I was really fortunate that the first year we were kind of struggling as a team, figuring things out. I got a lot of on-ball reps and was kind of able to learn on the fly a little bit and probably get a little bit too much responsibility and make some mistakes as well. And that was I think just golden for my development that I was able to do that so early. And yeah, I think from now I just try to be the best player I can be. I think there's a lot of responsibility on the both of us, and coaches talk to has made that really clear. I think to everybody on the team, and for me, I just want to pay that back with making the right decision out there every time. I think I do a great job of getting in the paint, and I think this year I've been getting better at making others around me better and being a playmaker and not just trying to score every time. And I think that's the key to play chess out there a little bit. That's what Mo's always says. They're gonna load up and just make the right play every time.